What is AWS Lambda? Lambda is a platform as service provided by AWS. So this is a event-driven serverless computing platform. Event-driven means the flow of program is controlled by an event such as user actions, sensor outputs, message from other program or thread. Why AWS Lambda is called as serverless computing. Serverless computing doesn't mean it doesn't need a server. It needs a server, but AWS Lambda lets you run code without managing the server. AWS Lambda manages the memory, CPU, network and other resources. You cannot log into compute instances or customize the operating system or language runtime. All these constraints enable AWS Lambda to perform operational and administrative activities on your behalf. If you need to manage your own compute resources, we need to use Amazon EC2. You only pay for the compute time you consume. Automatically manages the compute resources required by the code. Lambda instances start within milliseconds of an event. These support various languages and runtimes such as Node.js, Python, Java, Go, C#, and .NET. How AWS Lambda works? As this is an event-based serverless application, you have to only focus on writing the code, upload your code to AWS Lambda, then set up your code to trigger from other AWS services, HTTP endpoint or app activity. Once an event is triggered, it will call the Lambda and the Lambda function will run only when it is triggered by the event using compute resources needed. Pay just for the compute time you use. Let us see various use case examples of a Lambda function. The first example is image thumbnail creation. So once we upload a image to the S3 bucket, it will call a Lambda function which will create the thumbnails for mobile and tablet applications. The second example is whenever there is a defect in a tracker, it will create an event which will call the Lambda function and which will order the parts automatically. The third example is mobile backend for social media app. When a user posts something on social media, the event triggers the Lambda function and which will send SMS to all his contacts. What is the pricing for the Lambda? As part of free tier, we will get 1 million requests per month, that is 400,000 GB seconds. So if you are using a memory of 128 MB, free tier seconds per month will get as 3 million. Open a web browser and go to developer.amazon.com. Click on Amazon Web Services, or you can directly go to aws.amazon.com. Click on Sign in to console. Log into the AWS console using the username and password. Refer to the part 1 video for AWS basics and to know how to create a AWS account. Once you are into AWS console, the dashboard, you can see all the services available. Click on Lambda under compute section. Now we are into the Lambda dashboard. Here we can see all the functions we have created. We can click on dashboard. We can see the number of functions created, total storage, some metrics, invocation errors, throttle invocation, invocation count, invocation duration. Let's create our first Lambda function. Before creating the Lambda function, select the region you want. The region is the region where the function will be placed on the cloud, where you are expecting the highest traffic. So let's choose the region. Once we select the region, click on create function. There are two ways of creating a function. Either we can start creating the function from the scratch, or we can select a blueprint. Let us create a function from scratch. So select author from scratch, give a name to the function. Then select the runtime. Here you can see various runtimes available, that is C#, Go, Java, Node.js, Python. So select the runtime, the language you are going to use to code your function. So let's select Node.js 6.1. So here we are going to use JSON, JavaScript for the function creation. So once we select the runtime, we have to select a role. So the role we can create from a template, we can create a custom role, or we can choose an existing role. So this defines the permission what we want to give to our function. So here we can check what are the roles available as a template. We can see we have a S3 object read permission. If you want to read from our S3 container, there is a AWS Internet of Things button permission. There is basic edge Lambda permission. So there are various permissions available, templates available, which we need to select as per our requirement for the function. Or we can create a custom role. That role will be created through IAM. So IAM is the Identity and Access Management for AWS. We will see the details of IAM and various role creations in a separate video. So as part of this video, for a basic Lambda function creation, we will select an existing role, a Lambda basic execution. Then click on create function. Now our first Lambda function has been created. So this function has been associated with a ARN, that is Amazon resource name. This is used to uniquely identify the resource within AWS. Now we can see in this diagram, the function right hand side, we have all the resources the function's role has access. As we have selected the basic execution role, only it has access to Amazon CloudWatch logs, where all the logs for that function will be stored. On the left hand side of the diagram, we can see all the triggers associated with the function will be shown. We know Lambda is a event driven serverless platform. So to call the function, there should be an event. So we can see the various events which can trigger the function are API Gateway, AWS IoT, Alexa Skill Kit, Alexa Smart Home, CloudFront, DynamoDB, Kinesis, S3, and so on. So in this tutorial, this video, we will select Alexa Skill Kit as the trigger. So once we associate the trigger with the function, it needs some configuration. We'll see how we can configure the trigger later. Let's see the details of a Lambda function and some properties. So we can see the function code here. So we can select whether we want to edit the code inline. This is the runtime we selected, Node.js 6.1, and this is the handler. So the handler is the index handler. So here note, if the handler is a index handler, the file name should be index.js, and in the code we have mentioned exports.handler. So we can see here index.handler will call exports handler in index.js. So if you are giving the file name something different, we have to mention the handler accordingly for the function to work. So now we can see Lambda is a serverless platform. So here we can't access the server, but inside the server we have one directory created by the function name where all the files will be stored, and this is the ID of AWS. So if we go to the services, we can see various developer tools. Available, and Cloud9 is one of the IDE. So this Cloud9 is used to edit the function. We can come down. There are some environment variables we can declare, some tags we can add. This is the role associated, the Lambda basic execution role, and the basic settings, the memory size for the function to execute. We have selected 128 MB, the timeout as 3 seconds, and some debugging and error handling, auditing and compliance, the concurrency as 1000. So basically we will leave it as is, the default settings. So while creating a function, directly we can edit the function code in this AWS Cloud9 editor, or we can create the function in our local machine and select upload a zip file, and we can upload our function. To upload the function code in zip file created on local machine, we have to create the function package. Here we are using Node.js runtime. So the function package we have to create using the runtime environment of Node.js. Once we have the code created, we have to run npm install command and create the package. So to create the package, we can see here, like all the files are here. We have a index.js, and after compiling the code, creating the package, we create the index.zip file, which will upload to the Lambda. To create the package, we have a package.json file. We can see the content of that file. Then we'll run the npm install. We'll create the package, and then we can upload the package in zip file. Now let's test the function created. So now we'll go edit the code inline. We'll modify here. Once we modify the code, we'll save the code. Then we'll click on test. So there are various templates available to test the code. As this is a basic function created, we'll go ahead and select hello world and pass the value 1 as hello world or hello. Then click on create. Give a event name. Give event name as hello. Create. Now click on test. Now we can see function executed successfully. Click on details. See the output of the function. Total build duration, maximum memory used. Now we know how to create a function from scratch. Let's go and know how we can create a function from a template. So click on dashboard, click on create function, and click on blueprints. So these are the various templates available which we can use based upon our requirement, like which language or which platform we are going to use, or the functional requirement like reading from S3, creating Alexa skill, CloudFront, Kinesis Firehouse, like all those. So let's search here, search Python. We will see all blueprints related to Python. We can search Node.js. These are all blueprints for Node.js. We can search by Alexa. So here we can find all the Alexa blueprints. So let's click on Alexa skill kit SDK fact skill blueprint. As going forward in this video, we'll know how we can create a Alexa skill. So let's create a function. Now give a name to this, choose a role, choose a basic Lambda execution role, and we can see the code which will be created from this blueprint, and we can edit this code later. So click on create function. And here the function has been created, and as we created the function from scratch, similarly it has access to CloudWatch logs, and we have to attach a trigger. So we can attach a Alexa skill kit trigger here, and we can see the code created here. Basically we don't have to write the code here, we will get the template code and we can do some modifications whatever we want here. So this is the basics how we can create now a Lambda function. The Lambda function created from the blueprint. Click on test. Here we have to select one event template. So as this is a fact-based skill and we have developed it for Alexa skills, so we can select Alexa intent get new fact. Give a name to the test event. And click on create. The test event has been created. Now we can click on test. Test result is successful. We can see the output of this Lambda function from the event is one fact randomly selected from the list of fact we have given in our Lambda function.